Hello and good afternoon, this is Adam Taylor with the ITS Group. In this video series we're going to be taking a look at how to install LanSchool completely start to finish, what's involved, what's required, every step of the way, covering every platform. Now in this video we'll be doing what we call a full rollout. So that is all three of the main components, your safeguarding tools, your teaching tools and your tech, plus the reports, plus mobile clients as well. So we'll be dipping into the iPad rollout, some Google stuff for the Chromebooks via G Suite. Not every step is going to apply to every school, not every school environment is the same, but this will cover all of your bases. You can just take out the ones that don't apply to you. In this video, we'll be starting off by going through the basic requirements of what's needed, both in terms of what you'll need to provide for resource and what kind of access levels you'll need. So to kick things off, you'll need to have access to the LanSchool customer portal. If you're a customer of ours, we would have emailed you your login details for this, as well as the URL to access it. So the first thing we'll be doing is logging in and downloading a copy of the latest version, which as of yesterday is 8.02. After that, we'll be unzipping it and moving it to a network share, so you will of course need network admin credentials to be able to read and write to various shares around your network. We'll also need access to your primary domain controller or wherever you push out group policies from. So we'll be setting up a number of different group policies for the students, teachers, tech and safeguarding, as well as a few additional registry options as well. So once you've got your GPOs in place, the next thing we'll need to provide is two servers. Now these have to be two separate IPs, hence the reason why it's two servers. They can be about 4 gig of RAM in size. Gigabit virtual Ethernet recommended. We only need about 10 gig of hard drive space on top of what Windows already asks you for the Windows OS. So around 30 to 40 gigabytes per server will do you quite nicely. The reason why we do require two different servers rather than one big one is because we do have a requirement for two separate IP addresses. So if you're running something like VirtualBox, VMware, Hyper-V, set up two small virtual servers with separate IPs, and that's what we'll be using. Once we've got your servers in place, we'll then be looking to roll out the consoles over GPO and also the student machines over GPO as well. That'll be primarily focused on Windows, although we can do the same for Mac. And then we'll be moving on to your various mobile platforms. So we're going to do Android, iOS and Chrome as well, and show you how to roll out all three of those. Last but not least, if you are planning on using mobile devices in your rollout, please bear in mind that we do leverage your MIS, so your school's information system, whether that's SIMS, eSAMS, School Dash or any of the others, and that's to determine which students are in which classes and are in the presence of which teachers. So if you are using mobile devices, it's really handy to have your data manager assist you with that step as we convert the MIS data into a timetable for LanSchool. Final thing is when we're pushing things out through group policies, PCs do need to be restarted a couple of times for those to activate. So we do recommend having a helper, preferably one of your technicians, just to be able to run around and boot up a few machines for you in real time in case you don't have software doing that for you already. So let's just quickly recap that. So you'll need access to the LanSchool customer portal, that's number one. You'll need network admin rights. You'll need access to your domain controller. You'll need two small 4 gig servers set up with separate static IP addresses. Obviously you'll need the ability to self-install onto your own machine as well, which comes with the territory for the admin rights. If you're going to be using Chromebooks or anything to do with Google, like the Chrome browser, or some of the Chrome extensions, then we do recommend having G Suite admin rights as well. So if you have access to your Google domain, makes things a lot simpler when it comes to the Google part of the rollout. Same goes for any MDM systems that you might use for either Android or iOS, whether that's Jamf or Meraki, AirWatch, ZuluDesk, DeepFreeze MDM can work quite well for this. Whatever system you use that to push out and manage apps en masse. And then the last thing, of course, was the MIS data, just making sure you have access to whatever MIS system you use there, SIMS or equivalent, and somebody who has access to it who can export data for you, set up a few custom reports, and just help you work your way through the data. Alright, let's begin with our very first video, and that is to look at how to download LanSchool, how to get the zip file up on your network, ready to be pushed out to the various machines.